I am Tasnimul. I am going to describe the environment and robots bodybuilding part. So for the environment, we have taken a rectangular arena from the Protos nodes here, and we have selected the robot component from the base nodes. And for the robot shape, we have given it a geometrical box shape, added PBR appearance, renamed the shape as body, then added the bounding object and physics to our robot's body. Also added the hinge joint part to change the direction of the wheels of our robot. In the hinge point, we added a rotational motor as the device. Then in the endpoint solid, we will add the actual wheel shape of our robot. After adding all the hinge joints, we have added a cylindrical wheel shape under the children section of our endpoint solid. We given the cylindrical shape a name, that is a wheel shape, and we added the bounding object and physics to our wheels. For the other three wheels, we have added three hinge joints, and in this each hinge joint used the wheel shape that we created in the first hinge joint, and as well as added the bounding object and physics for the rest of the three wheels of the robot.
Assalamualaikum. So this is our project. Before starting our project, I have to make sure that the distance sensor is right marked. So view optional, so it is right marked, and then I have to go to the robot and children. Here is the distance sensor. So here we are using 5 distance IR sensors. These sensors will be used to track the black path the robot will follow. So this sensor will help to move the robot in the right side, and this will help to move the robot in the red side, as you can see. This IR right sensor will help the middle right and the middle left side of the robot. This sensor will help to turn around. I mean, this sensor will help the robot to turn around so that the robot can follow those steps. So here is the 5 sensors we are using. So that's it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Moin Alam. Today I'm going to explain the pathing and how the line following robots work in its paths. So in this robot, in this design we take a pre-comp road path and change it in our according to our needs. So we place the road on the pane, and we change the width from 7 default 7 to 0.1 to match our robot's needs, and we made the number of lanes 1, and we remove both left and right border by making them false. And finally we didn't lock the road, so we make it false, and thus we made this particular road section. And similarly, after making this section, we followed the same path and designed the different other paths for our robot to traverse. So this was my part from explaining the line and how we prepared. So thank you.
Hello, I am Mohammad Rahat bin Abdullah. In this part of the video, I will be explaining the controller part of our line follow robot. As you can see, I am write the controller file in the robot directory and the robot instance also, and I define the time step variable. here are the two lists, which is the motor list and the sensor list, and I have created these two directories also. We assign a key value in the dictionary. We access the motor robot.get device function. We pass the name of the actuator node's name as parameters, and we initialize these motors. We also set the velocity is 0, and similarly we initialize the sensor list. Now we go inside our command board main loop first. We access the values of our in sensor with the help of the seek statement. Specifically, we use the get value function and we access the value of our IR sensor. I have showed the value of the reading in the console. IR write value, here is the IR write value is stored into the write value variable and the so on. Lastly, I printed these values. If I double click the robot, this pop-up window is come up and we can see the graph reading here. The extreme right value and the left value IR sensor is active, and this checkbox means the active, and IR left and right value is significantly higher value because they are over the black track. And now I again go to the Webots panel. I have taken the 900 threshold because which sensor over the track read this should be over 900. I have taken the 900 threshold value because which sensor over the track the reading should be over 900, and this value identify the robot is on or off the track. And I set the motor speed is the 50 and the so on, and these dev set motor speed take the two values as parameters. I set the speed of the left, right, front and rear wheel. Now I run it and let's see everything works well or not. Yeah, everything works well, and that's the complete short overview of our project. I hope you like it.